Hi guys, GeekTrue64 here. Today's a little bit of a different video. I'm doing like a news update. This is a new series that hopefully I can keep up with. I'm going to try and do top 10 news stories of the week every week being released on Friday. In addition to my special videos, my analysis videos, and movie reviews. My set is still under construction, so apologies. This will just be a voiceover. Hopefully my set will be up and ready to go by the time I do the news story for next week. But for now, these are the top stories for me on the week of October 8th, 2018. Let's kick it off. Does anybody even still watch The Walking Dead? Apparently not, because The Walking Dead series just reached a ratings low with the premiere of season 9. I stopped watching The Walking Dead about 2 seasons ago, and man, just check out these numbers. Just 6.08 million viewers watched the premiere, and that may seem like a lot, but you really have to look at what previously they had done. So the premiere of season 7 just 2 years ago premiered with 17.03 million. Jeez, that's almost 3 times the amount of viewers. That's crazy. Yeah, so I don't think anybody's really watching Walking Dead. For me, I was a very loyal follower. The events of that season 7 premiere made me decide that Walking Dead has no purpose, and it's not going anywhere. The story is not going anywhere. So yeah, I gave up on The Walking Dead. There's too many other good shows out there. So yeah, The Walking Dead is, I think, literally The Walking Dead. Kind of random, but this was a trailer that I saw this week, and I thought it was worth mentioning. There's a movie called The Christmas Chronicles, which is coming out November 22nd on Netflix, and Kurt Russell plays Santa Claus. Kurt Russell plays Santa Claus. You gotta check this thing out when it comes out. So the Power Rangers v Street Fighter short film by Bat and the Sun dropped this week. This is not a paid advertisement. I just like Bat and the Sun's work, and it was a really cool little short film. It kind of ties into the Power Rangers mobile game if you do play that. But overall, I just really like Bat and the Sun's work, and this was really cool if you haven't checked it out yet. So apparently a Morbius movie is being made by Sony Pictures starring Jared Leto, who previously played the Joker in the really awful Suicide Squad movie. I don't know if this is a good casting or not. Jared Leto is a really strange dude, but regardless, I just think it's funny how Sony's already starting to milk the Spider-Man franchise. I just threw up a video on Sony today explaining why they basically screwed over Venom. But hey, it's each their own. If you like Venom and you want to see a Morbius movie, I don't think anybody wanted to see a Morbius movie. So the casting for the Witcher Netflix series was just released this week as well. Henry Cavill was already announced as Geralt, and the additional cast members were announced this week. So I don't necessarily have a huge opinion on this. I do think it's kind of big news. I think Witcher's a cool series, and I do look forward to seeing what Netflix does with it. I was kind of worried based on some early news that I saw, and yeah, I can't necessarily say that I agree or disagree with the casting choices so far, but I think we just need more information. I'm going to have to wait until it comes out so I'll have an opinion, but right now that's big news that they announced the rest of the cast, especially if you really love Witcher. So a Black Widow standalone movie was finally put out on the news this week. This has been a movie that I have wanted to see since the first Avengers, when Black Widow was talking to Loki when he was in that cell, and he was talking about Red in her ledger. I want to know. I hope it's like a prequel. Scarlett Johansson hasn't aged all that much between the Avengers and now, so I think a prequel would be cool. And I'd like to see a spy espionage movie in the Marvel Universe. So I'm really, really happy that they finally greenlit that. But what the thing that was headlined the news was that she's getting paid $15 million for this standalone movie, which apparently is on track to what Robert Downey Jr. got for Iron Man 3 and Chris Evans got for, Civil War and that. So that's a lot of money. I do look forward to seeing Scarlett Johansson in a Black Widow standalone movie, though. So apparently there is a John Henry movie coming out, and Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson is playing John Henry. Now, for those who don't know, John Henry was a steel driving man. I actually talked to several people about this week, and many of them didn't even know who John Henry was. So, but I did know who John Henry was because I remember him from the Disney movie Tall Tale back in the mid 90s. I always liked John. I do think having The Rock as John Henry is kind of strange. I guess that's mostly because I have an idea of who John Henry is and what he looks like based on the movies I've seen. There was also a short 45-minute video I remember seeing when I was in school when I was younger. So I definitely have an idea of what John Henry looks like, and I would envision somebody like Terry Crews playing John Henry, not really The Rock. But I do really like The Rock. I'm interested to see what he does. The Rock seems to be getting a lot of backlash online for being John Henry. I guess people are saying he's not black enough. I think that's stupid. The Rock definitely physically fills out the role. To me, I know what John Henry looks like based on, what I saw when I was a kid, so I have an idea what he looks like. The Rock doesn't really fit that mold because when I think of The Rock, I do think more Pacific Islander, but it doesn't really matter. I don't really care. I think that he's a great actor, a lot of charisma. I love all of his movies, even his crappy movies I watch just because I like him. So I am interested to see what he does with John Henry. There's a little teaser trailer out there with Johnny Cash song on it, which is really, really cool. Go check that out. And other than that, if I was The Rock, I just let this dumb news fade out. And whenever the movie comes out, John Henry and the Statesman, I'm pretty sure it's going to be pretty good because The Rock is in it. Come on, guys. The Aladdin poster. So Disney is doing a live action adaptation of Aladdin. For those who did not know, a poster was posted by Will Smith. And I really do like this poster. It's pretty much just a straight up live action remake of the classic Aladdin poster, which I do actually own. As a matter of fact, I'm going to throw a picture of me on my set from a few videos back because I had that Aladdin poster up because it is amazing. And I originally just had this on my news list just because it had the poster, but then a teaser trailer was released today. And so yeah, I really like the teaser trailer. There's not a lot of stuff to it, but they got the memorable theme. Iago's flying over the desert. You see Agrabah. You see the Cave of Wonders, the Diamond in the Rough. It's a really cool little teaser spot. And if it's anything like Beauty and the Beast and The Jungle Book, which were great Disney live action adaptations, I am so looking forward to Aladdin because Aladdin is probably my favorite Disney movie. Aladdin and Lion King, top two. Definitely. And late breaking news, Iron Fist Season 3 has been canceled. Wow, that's kind of surprising. Season 2 premiered just a few weeks back, and I did watch it. I also watched Season 1 and Defenders, so I've seen all of the Netflix series, and I'm up to date. Iron Fist Season 3, I was actually looking forward to, because the ending of Season 2 set up a really cool idea. So I was looking forward to Season 3. However, Season 1 and Season 2 are not very good. I still don't like Finn Jones as Iron Fist. I think it was a big miscast. He was okay appearing in the one episode of Luke Cage that he did, but other than that, in his own show, he's not a strong enough actor to carry a show, and I think that's really where a lot of the problems lie. Although the writing in Season 1 and Season 2 it was just not that great. I am kind of disappointed Season 3 of Iron Fist isn't happening, but I can't say I'm too surprised. I think overall it's obviously the least well-received Netflix Marvel series. So what do you guys think about Iron Fist Season 3 getting canceled? And what do you think about Iron Fist Season 1 and 2? If you guys seen it, comment below. Let me know what you think about it. And my number one pick for the top news of this week is James Gunn was hired on Suicide Squad 2. So Suicide Squad 1 is one of the worst comic book movies ever made. It is a dumpster fire. For those that don't know, Gunn was fired from Disney, and in my opinion, rightfully so, because there was a multitude of some pretty sick jokes that he had on Twitter. And I mean, by a multitude, a lot of pretty messed up jokes. I'm not going to talk about him here because I do actually have standards. There's definitely a hypocrisy in Hollywood with him immediately picking up this high-profile gig. Seriously, I'm not a fan of Roseanne by any stretch of imagination. I don't care about the show, and I don't like her personally based on the stuff that she's put out there. But she was fired from her show for one tweet, and that she's not going to be hired by anybody else in Hollywood ever again, I don't think. Whereas James Gunn literally was unemployed for what, a couple days, if that. So there's definitely a little bit of hypocrisy based on politics happening in Hollywood. Not that any of us doubted that, but I do like James Gunn as an artist, as a creator. As a person, yeah, definitely not. But I try my best to separate the art and the artist, unless his personal politics and kind of messed up behaviors seep their way into the art. Then that's a completely different story. But yeah, I can't separate the art from the artist. I think James Gunn could actually put out a decent Suicide Squad movie, but I don't really care about the Suicide Squad. The first one was just terrible. I do think DC's heading in the right direction with Shazam and Aquaman based on the trailers they put out. So I do have a little bit of renewed faith in DC, but we'll wait and see. I think Suicide Squad's a step in the wrong direction. They should just shelf Suicide Squad and never talk about it again. So that was the news for the week of October 8th. 2018. Those were just my top choices. If I missed something that somebody else is interested in, please comment below. Let me know. I may not have even known about it. Or, maybe I had it on my list and these are just the one things I wanted to talk about. If you like this video, please like and subscribe, or don't. I'm not a beggar. I'm Geek Truth 64, and I'll always tell you the truth.